Excuse me. Eyes are burning. John, what's up, buddy? You are number one. Number one. What's going on, dude? Hold on, my puppy's. Oh, come on. Come here. What's going on, John? How are you, sir? Not much, huh? Work? Oh, nice. Gotta love work. What did I do today? I went and did my MRI today. Oh my gosh. It's the worst thing in the world. It's gotta be the worst thing in the world. I don't like them. They freak me out. I don't know. The noise is loud, okay? And it's kind of like getting a tattoo. The noise is loud and irritating, but for some reason, it seemed like it wasn't as loud today. I was in the trailer one, you know, the mobile one, but it didn't seem as loud. But the constant noise kind of just 1 minute I have my eyes open, next thing I know I'm gasping for air because like I'm laying there and then like I don't know, it's really weird and I don't know, messes with me. So I have to breathe in and out of my mouth, and then they put that thing over me to scan better my neck and everything, and they shoved my nose down, and so I had to breathe out of my mouth and freaking me out. But it was like 22 minutes, so it's over with. Now I got to go on the second, get the needles in my arm. So, but the worst part's done. I mean, I don't care about the rest. You can do whatever, but I can't stand MRI. Muppet 929, welcome. It's kind of free. It is kind of freaky, and me being so wide when I lay down, it literally, when they move the bed, it moves my shoulders up and down because I'm wider than the machine. So when I'm in there, my arms are crossed like this, and I don't fit. I feel like I'm in a casket, you know, like I was buried alive. And that, oh boy, I'm like, like that movie with Sandra Bullock. The needles are for, since I got hit on my left side, the pain goes down, and then at times, way I move, if I move my neck a certain way, it makes it go numb all down here. So they want to see if any of my nerves are damaged from getting hit. And then I gotta schedule something with a neurological or something because my memory's messed up. So my attorney said to make sure I remind him that. I told him, so I think he's going to do it. But right now we're just trying to see what I need, you know, to get better. You know, so I'm not on this forever because I certainly don't want to be on it forever. I want to go back to work and make a lot more money than what I'm doing just sitting here. Yes, it does. But hey, like I said, today's over with, so I could care less. Today's was the worst one, but so yeah, I went there and they send you a message. You know, Dan Slee, welcome, welcome. They send you a message in the morning saying, hey, don't forget you got an appointment today. And then they give you this link that says when you get there, hit this link, sit and wait in the parking lot, and then, you know, do everything it says. Well, after the link, I forgot it was there. It says, after you do everything, then text below here saying you're here. So when I got there, my first thought process was, oh, hurry up and get on this thing and get the paperwork filled out. So I get on there, do all the paperwork, take a picture of my driver's license, insurance card, all this stuff, do all the paperwork, bam, hit send, do everything. It says, okay, all your paperwork's done. Well, it doesn't take you back to the initial text. So I was just like, okay, I'm done. I'll just sit here. So I was sitting there. My appointment was at 3 o'clock. And at 3:18, 3:19, I was like, forget this. So I got up, went in there. I was like, excuse me, is there a reason I'm sitting in my car waiting for you guys to call me? And she's like, you're going to come bark at me? Hold on. Little girl needs some attention. She might have to go outside. You got to go potty? You got to go outside? She might want to go outside, huh? So, yeah, she had to go pee. So they're like, did you text that you were here? I was like, text that I was here. I said, no. And I remembered right when she said that it said that. I was like, I'm so sorry. I said, I've been sitting out there. I said, after I did all the paperwork, it doesn't reroute you back to the initial message to where it tells you that. And I forgot to go back. I just thought I was done. And the lady's like, yeah, this is like the worst app that they could come out with. So I was probably, I don't know, in the MRI table probably within 10 minutes of after getting in there. 10, 12 minutes, and it took 22 minutes. It was only 15-minute drive from my house, so it wasn't bad. It was in Novi, Michigan, so now the one on the second, I'll have to go to Flint. No biggie. So, but that one's an easy one. Couple little needles in the arm, and we're good to go. But yeah, last night I got finished getting all the lights up. I have one more wire I forgot to zip tie up over there, but I don't know if you guys can, or if you can notice the light. It's like all white in here now on the walls and stuff. It's not blue. The only thing that's blue now are these tanks back here that still have the fluval lights on them. But I don't have any lights to put on them anymore because every light that was over here is sold. I mailed them out today, UPS'd them. I had a customer that bought every one but one. I kept a 4-footer, but I sold 8 lights. Took them to UPS. It weighed 25 pounds. Excuse me. 25 pounds cost $102 to mail them. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's white, but it's not like, just imagine, John, like a house light, a yellow, a regular warm house light, not a cool one. What? What? Oh, one of my shirts came in? My Father's Day shirt? Yes. Shelby Brothers. The Garrison. What's it from? Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, nice. Look at me. You're silly. Yeah, that's cool. That's from, what's the name of that? The Peaky Blinders, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Sweet. Thank you, honey. Probably nobody on here watched this before. You're all dancing.
has. I've been looking. I was waiting for it. All right. Yay.
That's a Father's Day present that just got here late.
4X.
Yeah, that thing's a monster.
A little shrink too.
Yeah, I'll be swimming in that. Yeah, looks good.
Starting to be tight.
Yeah, I like your Def Leppard shirt.
Thank you.
Looks nice with everything matching now, and definitely dig the whites over the blue. Yeah, it's actually, it is very comfortable. I mean, the other ones, I said was comfortable, but that's why I had to drop the lights down, because they like, the lights went this way as much as they went down, and I didn't like that. These are the LEDs are down the light, but down the center, but it has like a plastic cover, which is nice, and then they have the aluminum dome on them. And these, I have them probably lifted about 3 inches over the tank, so the pole chains, I can get the pole chains, and the lights go down. They don't sprawl out. I mean, you get light because they're 5,000 lumens. So I have 3 lights on one level, so you figure that it's 15,000 lumens. It's 5, 5, and 5. I mean, but really it's 5,000 all the way across, you could actually say. But it lights up the room, but it's not overpowering whatsoever. Probably going to use something very similar. Yeah, and like I said, for $24.99 a light, I mean, compared to $139 or $140, $50 that I paid per 4 foot for what? Something that I can change colors on? Whoopee! It's just, but that's what I'm saying. When I was shopping before, I never even thought, like I said, I have a friend that uses desk lights, clip-on desk lights with bulbs in them. He has like one on every tank. I'm like, what are you doing? But then he went and bought real cheap 4 foot. I think they're LEDs. They're not tube. I don't think so. And they're real cheap. And I was like, But like I said, I went and put a 600 or 1600 lumen. When these were still on, I put a 1600 lumen in. Even the dim 1600 lumen looked really good. But my wife didn't like it as much because it was dimmer. So that's why I was like, well, then the 3200s that I wanted, Menards didn't have. They didn't even have the tag on the rack. But the light was hanging up in the air. So the next one up, and plus that one was blue. Then these were up, and when you look up, it looks just white. So I was like, all right, it's not blue. And then when I went back to get the rest of them yesterday, they had new ones there, 4 foot ones that were 10,000 lumens. Then they had like 5,400 lumens. I was like, oh my gosh, they have a bazillion types of lights here. But that's what I'm saying. I never knew. I thought fish tank lights were the best to get. And for looks, they are. I mean, like I said, if I wasn't making videos, I probably never would have changed it. For what? They lit up. I could hit the button and light the whole wall up. Now I have to go around and pull 9 chains. Hey, but it is what it is. But I want to make it because they're all plugged in together. So I only have one. This top one's plugged in. All 9 of them are daisy chained together. So, and over here. So what I want to do is I want to pop them apart and cut off the constant power, to where you have to pull the chain. I want to make it to where you pull the chain, to turn it on. And then when I pull the power, it shuts all power off. It doesn't keep jumping constant power light to light. So you have to pull the chain. Just disconnect that. And power will only come when you plug the first one in. All that daisy chain stuff will be unhooked. So it'll get power, but it won't get a constant power, so I'll have to reroute it. So then I'd only have to pull one pull chain, shut the power off at the end here, and it'll shut the lights off to the rest of them. So I'll do that. But yeah, way more happier. Got rid of the fish tank lights. Way more happier. It's just, you know, I don't like those that blue light. It just doesn't. It looks fake. Compared to like walking into the living room of someone's house and you know you're sitting on the couch with the lamps and stuff. What I've been used to since I was a kid, and the light on these is way different. I mean, it makes them look real. I had my company last night was looking at them and said that they couldn't believe how they looked, and they couldn't believe how each tank had its own like scene, its own scenery. I was like, well, kind of, but kind of not. They're like, no, it's each tank is different. Well, yeah, because you know it's just how I set. I don't know. One has more moss, one has less moss, one has a branch that you know, but they just their kids and everything. Everybody's going nuts over them. I mean, I sold a bunch of stuff everything, but they were just. They couldn't believe, and the kids just went nuts. That was the coolest part. The coolest part was to see this room with children in it going crazy over little living creatures. Oh, just a baby girl. Come on, Papa. Yeah, baby girl. Good girl. Oh, it's a good girl. It's a good girl. It's a good girl. No. Everyone needs to stop. Hey, tater salad. What up? Oh, it's yeah, the price of the color lights, the fact they can be chained together. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a couple positive factors. I don't care what you buy. You can buy a $10,000 light. Like I said, fish tank lights look great. But here's the thing is, I'm not trying to grow, and this is what I didn't take into consideration before, because I wasn't 100% positive how this was all going to go, what avenue I was going to take. So, you know, I've been growing plants for years. So when I started the shrimp stuff, I had plants in the tanks. So, you know, it was my thought process was, gotta have good lights that grow stuff. So that's why I have all the Fluval 2.0s, you know, and they all run off my phone. Those lights I still have. I have a 4-footer here, and I have like 5 30-inchers, or no, 20, 24-inchers, and I have like 2, I don't know, 14s or something. I don't know. But I still have a good gang of those, you know, to use on anything. Because right now, the old lights are still under here. These, you know, these are still the Fluvals. So I have to go buy 2 more of these commercial lights. So, but I'm not in a hurry right now because, I mean, it's not full. There's just 4 tanks under here. These 3 here have 1 light on it, and that one there has its own light on. Oh, and then these 2 here. So, and, you know, it's, but at the time when I was setting all this up, I didn't think I was going to have all these tanks. I never even saw the future of that. I just, at the time, was going tank by tank. You know, I was like, oh, getting another tank. Here we go. Got to get another light. So then I go shopping for lights, and it was the Fluvals. And then when I went to do the shelving, that's when, you know, my buddy has his store, and he's an Aqueon dealer. So I went in there and seen all those. He doesn't sell Fluval. I don't know. He just, him and Fluval don't get along, I guess. So he's an Aqueon guy, you know, and his store's full of all those, the tank discounts. You know, you get a tank, filter, lid, light, you know, the packages. So he makes a lot of money off that. And he has all the Aqueon lights. He's an Aqueon and the, what is that over there? Current. He sells the loop. You what? What do you want? Come here, baby girl. Oh, yeah, go, go. Come on. Give me that thing. Oh. Look at you. See, she likes to play. I'll pet her and then I go act like I'm gonna pick her up. She takes off running. But tater salad, been sick a couple of days. Binge watching your video. Thanks for entertainment. Well, thank you so much for watching, Tater Salad. I'm really sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I hope everything's good over there and you get taken care of. What is this? 10,000 is what they call daylight. Yeah, I when I went yesterday to get the 9. Well, actually, I went and got 6. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm short. I was wondering why the bill was so low, so I had to go up and get the other 3. And I noticed the lights are really getting slim. I don't know if this is. I don't know. See, I don't know how Menards work. So, like I said, there's lights up there that are up there that look great, but they don't even have them on the shelf. So I don't know if this is they sell stuff for a little while and then, you know, once it goes out, then they don't sell it again for a while longer. I don't know. So, but anyways, I saw all the different ones that were 10,000 and all that. But yeah, the chain together some tanks. I'll probably throw some cob LEDs on if they have plants. They need it, but yeah, those do great job. Yeah, and see, the big thing is, like the point I was trying to make was, I thought I was going to be doing plants, and then when I got out of plants, you know, I bought all those lights to fulfill this wall. Well, I mean, that was a lot of money. I mean, I didn't pay full price, but still has a lot of money, you know. I mean, if I only paid $100, it's 3, 6, you know, I probably spent close to $800 on them. $900, probably $800. And it was more store cred than anything. I mean, I don't think I paid cash for anything. It was just, here, you want this? Give me a light. You want this? Give me a light. I probably still owe him for some lights, but we just can't remember it. But, so yeah, now I packed them all up and UPS'd them. So they gone. Yeah, these are these are 5,000 lumens, 4,000 temp. These are on a temperature of 4,000. Yes. Yeah. I really hoping I can get at least one M, one F. The crosses, my F1s, the tigers, they had the one female must have had babies because I did some water changes and when I was doing my video earlier for the lights, I came across that and there's little baby tigers swimming around. So I don't know much about them. I only saw a quick little movement of one. So, and then I have 3 more pregnant females that we saw the other day. So I'm really excited. One male, one female. These elk can come. Oh, I'm sure you will. Well, I'm glad you like it, John. Yeah, it's a big deal for the price, man. I'm telling you, for $25 a piece. I just wish I would have known this long time. I would have thought about this long time ago. I didn't know much about, you know, light. I'm not a light guy. I just go, ooh, wow, real bright fish tank light? Gotta have it. And, you know, then I go spend money on something that I don't need. And that's where I was when I was talking to my buddy. He's like, oh, yeah, and he's sending me emails, pictures of these lights in these boxes. He's like, oh, I get these off, you know, whatever, eBay or something, Amazon, and they're like, I don't know, maybe $12 a piece or something. He's like, this is all I use. You know, you barely need anything, you know. It'll grow this stuff all day long. I'm like, but the guy's got the most incredible stuff I've ever seen. I just never wanted to clip a desk light onto my tank. But he just shows that, with just a little, you can go a long ways. And, I don't know, I'm to that point now to where, okay, I want a little to go a long way. So I sold the lights, made a good profit off of it compared to what I sold or bought all these for. I didn't get, of course, I sold everything half off. So if it was $140 light, it was $70. So, but here in Michigan, that's kind of how we kind of roll is, most people that are in the hobby here, we look at it kind of like that. If it's an electronic, even if it's only like a week old, it's half off. Because with electronics, you don't know. If a guy could prove, it's always weird because, you got people, no matter what it is, like you go on Facebook or you go on anything, and they say, yeah, I'm selling this. I bought it for $150 a week ago, and I'm selling it for, let's say $80. And it says, reason I'm selling is, it'll say something like, didn't work for what I wanted and I can't return it. Well, why can't you return it? I don't understand why I can't return it. I return everything, but you can't return it. So that's where it comes into, could be something wrong with it or it's stolen. So it's like, do you want to take a chance with it being broken or it being stolen from the store? So within the hobby, people we know, we just, it's the way it is. Look, my lights are 6 months old, so it's like, they'll last for years, but I'm not going to charge you full price. That's just not fair. So anyways, I sold them all. Had a good price and sold a bunch of other stuff. And so, yeah, it was a 25-pound package I sent today. It was crazy. Heaviest package I ever sent. I'm addicted to the ripple effect of the cob LED. That would be the is the ripple effect. Are you talking about the what's the cob? I can't think of the name of it. I know, but what are you barking at? Here we go. Come here. No, she wants to be pet. She wants to play and stuff. Then I go to grab her and she'll take off. Oh, Tom, that's a good girl. Oh, your tummy's chilly. Oh, good girl. Come on, come on. What is it with you guys? Go lay down. Come on. Hey, Aquaballs! Cob are the intense LEDs that cause ripple effects. Oh, yeah. I got you. Okay, come here. All right, come here. Oh. Got it. Come here. No. Ones I buy though are only $45 a piece. I had a Kessel light before. I had a cube tank that I took back and sold after a while. I'm not a cube fan. I'm not a rimless fan. I'm a cube fan. I like my tanks with rims on them though, with frames on them. I don't know why I don't know. I look at a rimless and go, wow, that's sweet. But to own it, then I sit there and go, ugh. You know, I don't know. I like the rim. You know, it just, I don't know. I think it gives it character. But anyways, it came with Castle Light. Like it was supposed to be saltwater setup or something, but it wasn't. It just, I don't know. The guy who brought it in, it was Blue or what is it? Aqua Blue or Blue, whatever the company that doesn't make tanks anymore. It was one of their hookups. I bought it. I actually put my blue diamonds in it, ran it, Castle Light. I don't know. I had it about a week, and I was like, yeah, this is lame. So I unhooked it all. I mean, I didn't have salt water, but the blue light was super, super, super cool. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying there. Not necessary. Necessary a bad thing. I have 2 dogs, females. Yeah, I have 2 males and a female. Asta Lamini 20 FW are the lights I use. Oh, okay. Let's look them up. Ah, yeah, okay. Hey, it looked like a can. 6,500K. That's bright. And expensive. Ooh, this one here is $226. But I guess that's what you need to like grow weeping moss titiculture. I guess that's what you need to grow saltwater stuff, right? No moving parts, no fans, just heat sink. Ah, I see, I see. I see. Oh, Mike Green. Mike Green, what's happening? What's going on, my brother? What is going on? Hold on one second. So, alrighty. So that's the only thing that I was looking for. Sorry, I had to look at something. That's the only thing I was looking for when I got the lights was the only thing I didn't care for was the fact that I couldn't, the old lights I had 2 4-footers and a 30-incher in the middle. They didn't sell a light that could fit in the center of these, and that would be, the same brightness. I mean, they don't have 30-inch lights like exact like this at 5,000 watts that are, so it's like, I would have had to put two different types of lights and it just wouldn't have looked good. So that's why I went with the 3. When over here, I only need 2. It fits end to end, and I got about, I don't know, an inch. No, it's it's about 1.5 inch hangover. Yeah, on both sides. Man, I'm yawning, boy. It's gonna be an early one tonight. Woo! But Fish Whisperer Miles, what's happening? Just the 20. For the rest, I don't recommend. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just seen a bunch on there, a bunch of prices. I have like 6 of the 20. Tried the 120. It sucked. The 20 Marine is decent depending on uses. That's me done, folks. Take care. Later, nerds. Thank you for showing up, Tater Salad. Really appreciate it. I hope you start feeling better. Yeah. Hope you're back to getting your shrimp on in a hot minute. Hold on. Got something in this thing. I ain't liking it. Hold on, be right back. All right. Is like one of those big, huge. You ever find those centipedes in your house? Those really long things, or millipedes, or whatever. It was in my tank, down at the bottom, like dead. I don't know if they don't know they can't swim, or what. But really, you're back again. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Come on, Bubba girl. Oh, why do you always get like that? You don't have to get like that. Just come on. Oh, you're so cute. Come here, Bubba girl. Oh, give me. Oh, give me. Good day, kisses. Okay, Dada, kisses. Come here. Come here. It's here. Come. Oh, Georgia. What are you doing? What are you doing? She headbutted the fish tank stand. Punk! Can't hurt those English bulldogs, boy. So what's up, everyone? Not much, brother. How have you been? It's gonna be a short stream tonight. Chilling, relaxing after work. Yo, Maz. Yeah, it's gonna be up. I don't know. Did a video today. It's done really good. I did a video yesterday on the lights. I did a video. What was it? Saturday, on the moss stuff. Blew up. You know, it's I don't know. Be right back. I have guests just stop by. Okay. Probably be gone when you come back. But yeah, I don't know. All
right.
Hey.
You don't want to go outside.
I know, but I'm just saying, stop her from fighting. Patrick Polson, I saw it. That was a nice video. Well, thank you, sir. Which one? The moss? I just literally was sitting upstairs, couldn't sleep, because, like I said, I'm not allowed to take one of my medications because of this pain patch that I have on. I guess it'd be really bad if I mixed them. So, you know, sleeping at night, sometimes it's hard. So I was like, man, what can I do? What can I do to get a little tired? I was like, man, you know, I've been really wanting to make these moss pads, you know, with this covering, you know, because I did the 3D ledges, and I was like, man, I really want to do the moss pads, you know, because I had that container full of that stuff, and I need to get it out. Because here's the thing, just sitting in water, it's not going to benefit for it. Or, I mean, they're not going to benefit. You know, after a while, the oxygen's going to deplete. You know, it's just going to turn to junk water. And then they're actually probably going to start to weaken and maybe wilt, and I don't want that. So that's why I was like, I got to get out quick, because it was in there for like 3 days. So the chubby guppy, what's up, brother? Yeah, I'm thinking he's talking about the what was it, 96 or wait, 90. What was it, 95.5, or was it 96.5? 96, 7, 98. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 98? Yeah, 98. No, not 98. 68? 68.5 or 69.5? Yeah, 69, 69.5. Then today is 70, I believe. Nothing. Watching Walmart people's. That's hot. Yeah. I think just being at Walmart, not watching the people, but just being at Walmart's cool. Even though I don't know what I buy at Walmart. Oh, what are you there for, Chubby Guppy? Or are you sitting out in your car? If you're inside, I want you to check something for me. The Chubby Guppy. The Chubby Guppy. So funny. Had 8 viewers, dropped to 7. It's like, where'd the 8th one go? Don't go. Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go down to Duke, New Orleans. You know, we love you so, baby, please don't go. Oh, my daughter ran in for butt wipe. Oh, all right. No, because I wanted to see if Walmart sells. Um, hit that thumbs up, people. Hit that thumbs up, that like. Hit the like. Hit the like. Thank you very much. Yeah. But I wanted to see if they sold spinach powder. Because where I got my spinach powder from, they don't sell spinach powder anymore. So, from the health food store. Health food store don't sell it no more. Oh, they sell it, but now it comes in a plastic container, and it quadrupled in price. So it went from $4 to $5 a container to $20. I'm like, what? $20 for no. Last year I bought a container of spinach. It was like a spinach salad, big, huge, massive thing. And I brought it home and dumped it all over the ground on a sheet because my driveway's asphalt. So it's like a big frying pan in the summer. So that's how I dry my leaves out. I dumped it all over the sheet. Leaves went from this big and went all the way down the size of a quarter. I was like, this was a waste. I mean, literally, the amount of water that dried up, they dried up to nickels and dimes and quarters. I was like, I paid like $8 for this junk. So I'll never do that again. So I need to find the powder again for my food because I use shrimp powder, spinach powder in my food, spinach and a bunch of other stuff. Only a third story to find any. But oh, he is looking for a hat like mine. LOL. Yeah, I can't even see your hat, Fish Whisperer Miles, because on here your picture is so small. I'm always looking, going, what is that? Is that like a cowboy hat? But it looks like I see his forehead. So what kind of hat? I don't know what's going on. So I can't see it. So only the third store to find it. Oh, there's no butt wipes. Guess gonna have to wash that baby's butt every time it takes a crap. I don't know. We have tons of them. Go to the dollar store, Dollar General, if you guys have that. We get everything from Dollar. Man, they're right next door and one down the street. That's the most, in my opinion, one of the most. Here it is, my opinion again. Gotta be careful what I say about my opinion. But it's one of the most reliable stores there are because I mean they get refilled. I don't know how many days a week, but I hear that semi over there multiple times a week at 4 in the morning, banging containers around and stuff. So, but yeah, it's all good in the hood. So yeah, that's what I like about these lights. I don't have to run them as long. I mean, 5,000 lumens compared to I think the other ones might have been like 3,200, and they say 8 to 10 hours. Okay, well I should be able to do these for 5 and shut them off. I'm moss needs almost no light anyway. So what I'm trying to do is since it's summertime, just let it go 90% light coming in my basement windows, and then just come down here for a little bit to stream, and then shut them off. And that's it. So I'll drop my energy bill drastically by using these. But even when the other lights, I was cutting it down, not using the lights at all, except when I stream, and all my mosses are still crawling up, reaching for the light. So it's all good. Yeah, got to sell mosses. So if people are interested, don't forget, I have moss for sale. I have lots of moss for sale. I think I have to start taking it up to the fish store and start giving it to them guys. Start trading it in. Just don't find anybody buying anything. I don't understand. So I'll just get rid of it the only way I know how. Detroit Rock City. Asked Miles about Emma. I don't know Emma. Miles, how's Emma? Or what's Emma? Who is Emma? Brian, it's a Billabong hat. A customer went to China and brought it back for me as a gift. Billabong. I'm not privy to that word. If it's what I think it is. Yeah. That's what I thought it was. But I thought it was more of a, the Japanese style. It looks like a wok, that they cook their food in. But it's incredible for the. Is it one made out of what's it made out of? But I thought it was one that looks like the cooking plate. That they wear for rain and stuff to keep the water off of them, since it rains so much in some spots. The fern moss you sold me. Yeah. I got tons of it for sale. Maybe should I do the hookeress like you did on the video? Is that the best way? You can tie it onto anything. Yeah. Okay, you saw the video? Good. I tied it on cholla wood. You lay it on there and really lightly run the fishing leader around it. You can really put it on anything that a piece of wood, anything that you think would last a long time. But if you put it on cholla wood, cholla wood lasts a long time before it really rots. So you can put it on that. I have one of those plastic dome things in there that I packed full of it too. You twist it, pop it apart, and it's got all the little stones in it, to build the bacteria up. Well, you fill that dome up and then squeeze it together, turn it, set it in there. So that's what's down in there. I got a lot of it spread out now, but yeah, Mike, you can do anything that you think it'll attach itself to, like a 3D ledge, piece of cholla wood, screen. Yeah, and just be careful. Don't tug on that. That's where, like, I go tie it or something, and that's where I would tie it too tight. You could literally feel it just slice it. You can feel it in the string go punk, and you feel it just cut. And I'm like, ugh, and it's like where you're tying it is useless now because you just severed one of them. And so you got to be careful. Just bring it around, and then however you choose to tie it off. Now, probably an easier way would be put a needle on it, a sewing needle, and run it around, and then stick it through, then bring it up, stick it through, bring it up, stick it through, and then just cut it. Don't tie it, because that leader is going to go up and down, and it's not going to unwind itself, and it'll stay wrapped around there. It's kind of like a fishing thing, that we used to do. Or leather, when you sew up sinew, or when you sew up leather with sinew, you don't knot it. When you get to the end of sewing, then you backtrack and you go through it. One of the knots that go like this, you go through and pull it through, and then go it again and cut it off, because that sinew is skin. So when you pull it really tight, it won't back itself out. Sometimes you can just hit it with a lighter and then push it down. But it could be the same way. That way you can just go up and down through even a piece of cholla wood or anything. Run that string around and then, stick it through the wood if you can find a soft spot, pull it through, cut it. That way you're not having to worry about it. Boy, Channel 2 News is always... What What is this? Yeah, so it works really good like that. Gel super glue. That's what I was told. It's the gel. Make me an offer. He's what? How do you mean, Dan? Like glue it vertically? Yeah, that's what Dan says. He says to like glue the end of it and stand it up, stand it up, stand it up. Well, I went to use glue. I used the wrong glue. I should have asked what kind of glue to use. I knew a long time ago somebody told me gel. I didn't even think about it. Went and bought regular super glue. Killed like 15 of my shrimp. So yeah, me and glue ain't friends no more. Glue ain't hanging out at my crib no more. No, sir. But that was my own mistake. Haven't heard from her yet. Yeah, I don't know that about it. Sorry, Miles. I've had like doing it a bit different too. Vertically oriented depends what you're going for. Yeah, because vertically oriented would, well, it depends how much you have to glue it vertical. But then it, because when you lay it down, what happens is when you lay a piece long ways, now all it sprouts this way. So the whole length of it, wherever there's little nodules, it'll start to grow this way. So you could turn one piece into, it could be 6 or 7. And so you'll have 6 or 7 growing up like this, and then you cut those. And then you have 7 out of 1, and then, then you do it again. Then you do it again. And then once you have, 3 or 4 that are producing really good, then, it's up to you how much you want to propagate, but then you can start to sell it. And if you look, it's quite expensive, but I saw some go they were bidding on it, and it was a good size, and it only went for 20 some bucks. I couldn't believe it, but it was on, if anybody's looking for something, I'm not like buddies with the guy. I mean, I just know the guy. I talk to him every once in a while, but it's where Dan told me to go. Pet supply, not pet supplies, pet shrimp supplies or something. Oh God, what is his name? God, I can't remember the thing. Let me see. Can't remember the thing. Buy Pet Shrimp. That's it. Go to Buy Pet Shrimp if you want. He's got, well, only reason is because he's doing auctions. He's like doing booths, and he's trying to empty out his stuff. Because he's not making no money with plants sitting there. I bought some off of him. Yeah, send me the secret sauce. Yes, I did. But I bought some. Boost off them really cheap. Griffin Fish Room. Mine comes out like green mushrooms or little bushes. It's trippy. Larry D's, thanks some more. Welcome, welcome. James Niggas, what's up? What's up? Oh, Benny's Aquatics, how's it going? Sorry, guys. I'm getting back to see who's all in here. Yep, Griffin's Fish Room. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Glad to see you. Kaler's Aquatics. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so you can do it like that. I mean, um, you can, like I said, I tried to glue it and I messed it up. So I don't want to mess with it anymore because I really jacked it up. So losing the shrimp like I did, that wasn't fun. So I gotta watch. Cool. I'll be doing water changes out fishing, Lake Ontario for a few. That's a Fish Tropic. Detroit Insta Shrimp and Prices. Yeah. Instagram. How are you, Bob? How are you doing, sir? Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Outset sucks. And what happened? What happened to what? Cichlets 23. What's up? What up? I don't know, Chubby Guppy. What are you talking about? Is it okay to single out each strand like a piece here and there? I don't see why not. Just make sure you're not putting anywhere where something will eat it. And like I said, don't tie it down real tight. Be sensitive with it. And if you're going to stand it up, just whatever you do, be sensitive with it. Oh, you shoved your mouse inside Cholawood. I don't even try at it, and it sprouts after a while. Oh, there you go. I mean, you can jam it in. Well, not jam it, but stick it in some Cholawood inside and let it grow out the holes. Why not? But whatever you do, just be careful with it. He's got your dime quarter he'll buy the pound. He's got your dime quarter he'll buy the pound. What you want, Moss? Come see the boss. Bag of Moss, get you some. Well, I don't know, Chubby. What do you want? Because I sell it for $10 for the size of a golf ball. I mean, how much do you want? How many golf balls would you want? And then we can go from there. I mean, Bob, I don't know if I should put her out of her pain or just leave her. You were saying something happened to the shrimp. Oh, I glued super glue. I had a stainless steel mesh mat and I put some moss on there and I super glued it in place, but I used the wrong glue. I didn't use gel and I used regular super glue. And when I put it in there, the super glue, it sat out for 20 minutes, half hour, but it might not, I don't know. But when I dropped it in there, all the little glue spots turned white, because it dries instantly. And then, of course, the shrimp went over to pick at it. And the next day they started dying in the tank. So I put the wrong glue on the mat. They say to use, they say to use gel, but I'm just too afraid to use glue anymore. So, yes, DMC. It's one of my Father's Day presents. Boba Fett. Or Mando. I don't know. I think it's Boba, though. My wife says it's Boba Fett, but yeah. And then she just brought me my new one down here. It finally came in the mail, and it's from Peaky Blinders, the name of the bar that they owned and stuff. Yeah, it's badass. So, crack sack time. Oh, there you go, buddy. Yep, the gel is best way, they say. Yeah, it's I know it was Dan. I've heard it many a times. I'm sure I've used glue. I don't know how many times. But just this time, I have a gel, but it's it's garbage. It's Gorilla Glue, and it takes like 8 years for it to dry. So I went to the dollar store and bought, I don't know, whatever it is, and put it on there. And yeah, it was a shame. They died for about 3 days. The biggest loss was the first day, then the second day, then the third day I was down to like 2, and then like 4 days later I lost one more. So I got it out immediately. I mean, I put it in there, and then it was the next day when I came and found them all dead. I knew right then and there that it was the glue. So I hurried up, pulled it out, and yeah, I lost quite a few. But I mean, the tank's all good now. They're super healthy and everything, and when it happened, I put a little salt in there. Put a couple little tricks that I have up my sleeve in there, and I only lost probably the ones that actually were feeding off of it, off the glue part, so, and a couple of water changes later. It's all good. It's been 2 weeks now or something. I haven't lost a shrimp, so they're all good. Lumpy Dog, and did you exchange a walk on part in the war for a lead role in a cage? Oh, that must be something in a song. Sea Chem glue. Yeah, well, yes, Miles. I see the fish stores do have aquarium safe glue. Yeah, I know. Just when I went to go do it, it was just whatever. I just wanted to get it done. I didn't pay attention, so I paid the price. The red points and plecos and plants shipped today. Benny's Aquatics. Bob, is there anything else I could do to help her, or have I done everything? Oh, you have a fish problem. Salt. Spray bottle and something to soak them in while curing is the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that I did wrong. But I had them out. They were sitting on like a wet towel, so they wouldn't like dry up. And I just walked away, filling up my water. Oh yeah, crap. I gotta set my timer right now. Keep forgetting I got the stinking water over there running. An hour should be fine. And I was doing water, filling up the water, getting the buckets, doing this, doing that. And I was didn't even pay attention. So I paid the price for my ignorance. But it's what happens if you do not pay attention to what you're doing, at least for me. I'd make mistakes. They're accidents, but still. Petsotics, multiple aquariums. Welcome. Lori Venker, welcome. How is everyone doing tonight? DMC Izzle, got your ears on good, buddy. Hey, where's Chelios been? Where's Chelly's chili been? The papers to the fire. You're welcome, Ronan. Yeah, I got an issue with my Archer. I don't know if anybody in here is good with, I don't know if I would call it, I don't know. It could be stress, but two of my Archers are quite large. And Oh, he's in the penalty box for 5-minute major? Oh, okay. Brian, how is shipping from your area? I'm still waiting for guppies and shrimp ship last Monday. Tracking shows them leaving St. Louis this AM, day 7. Oh my gosh. It's pretty good now, but geez, oh Pete's, did you fit in the MRI machine, B? Yeah, barely. I literally barely. It shoved my shoulders like this and it was jacking me around, but I'd barely fit. But shoot, just a couple weeks ago, oh man, I lost like probably 600, or it was $600 just in 2 orders. I sent, and that wasn't even all the orders I sent to Priscilla. I sent blue steels to Priscilla. They all died. Sent blue steels to Priscilla again. They all died because they were just keeping them too long in the post office. They'd get to Colorado, to Denver, and it would stop there. They wouldn't even send them. So, it was the heat and everything and all this stuff. So I had to buy ice packs. I bought a 97 pack of ice packs. They're food grade. Cost me $34 or something for almost 100 ice packs. They're gel, reusable, so I bought foam wrap, big box rolls of foam wrap to wrap everything extra because shoot, it was taking 2 weeks. I sent a package to Dan, 2 weeks. I sent a package 4 hours away to Indiana, and it took 5 days, and it's 4 hours away. So yeah, it was horrible there for a minute. But now it seems to be doing okay. I haven't had any shrimp orders lately, but products, nets and my bacteria and GH Plus and the immune booster and everything I sell, filters and everything. Those have been showing up actually a day early. So, but yeah, it was horrible for a minute. It was real bad. Not things I ordered someone wanted, couldn't accept in Canada, so gifted to me. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter, ordered or not. It's yeah. Even within the U.S. here, it was really bad. Shoot, I sent stuff to Hawaii that took half the time as what it took just to mail here. And then I sent a test dummy box to California. Because I wanted to see. I waited 2 weeks. I wanted to see if it got better, and it got there in the time that it was supposed to. So I was like, okay, well, if that made it, then everything else should be good. And everything seemed to be good after that. But I haven't really, I've been mailing stuff. I just sent out a huge box today and the UPS and stuff like that. But 24 watching and 15 likes. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you would. Woo! Thank you. Too hot down here to order shrimp. That's what people say, but look, here's the thing. If anybody wants shrimp and it's really hot, I can get it to you, no problem. It might cost like $4 more because I don't care where you're at. I'll go buy the cooler. It's a whole styrofoam cooler, fill it, put the top on, and then I'll seal that top with glue or with tape all the way around. So I have ice packs in it and everything so that coolness will not come out. I mean, it'll take days for it to, come out through that stuff. Now put it in a cardboard box, tape it up. So I don't care how hot it is in that cooler. That's what I was trying to say before. I mean, wrapping stuff up and packaging it in a box and having insulation in a box, yeah, it works. But all I was trying to say is, that if it's 110 outside, 107, and everybody's saying it's so hot, it's gonna get real hot in those boxes. But a real cooler that you seal that seam all the way around. That's why the big import companies use those. That's why fish stores, their stuff shows up in a big cooler because it keeps the temperature to a temperature. That's why, fish stores have to jack their prices up, because just the stuff that they're getting their stuff shipped in is expensive. But I can ship in those cooler boxes until the weather changes, because they're talking 2 more weeks here straight of 90s. And they said we haven't had this type of weather since 2017. So all I'm saying is, if you want shrimp, I guarantee all my shipments anyways. I mean, I lost $500 in 1 week and still guaranteed them all, resent them all again. It don't matter. It's just my fault. My problem is when I was mailing the stuff, I wasn't paying attention that other states were way hotter than we were. So when I was sending it, I was like, what, we're 80 degrees. What's wrong with that? They're not going to die, And then it's getting 85 and 90 and up where it's going. I'm like, oh, boy, and it's like, so it was my own fault because I didn't look. But now, like I said, I got a bazillion ice packs, and whoever gets them can reuse them for lunches or whatever, because they're food grade, they're gel, they're not poisonous, and they're reusable over and over. So I'm so confused. He had just gotten the ice pack, so we're good. Yeah, Miles ice pack was 77. Oh yeah. Cichlids 23. He got a package, and the ice packs worked. They might not have been cold when they got to him, but whatever that ice pack, because it says that in a cooler that these ice packs will keep your food or what have you cool for 4 days. So I was like, well, if I wrap it up real good and try to seal that ice pack within, and that cold air can't come out real fast, and it's close to the shrimp, not touching to where it can, I mean, you're not going to freeze them in 90-degree weather, but you can keep that water cool, then they'll benefit. So, yeah, he said they got to his house 74 degrees, so, and he's 107 and stuff over there. So it did help a lot using ice pack. So, and then I'm wrapping with way more newspaper, and now I have the foam roll wrap, like LRB uses. I spent a bunch of money on shipping because, my product's got to get there alive. No matter how much I have to spend to make sure you get what you paid for, well, that's just my job. And you figure 175 feet will last me a long time. So I got the packet peanuts, I got the styrofoam wrap, I got the newspaper, I got the ice packs. I have all of this stuff, to make it ship better. But you figure if I spend $200 on shipping stuff, but I can send 1,000 packages, not 1,000. Let's think I can send 200 packages, spending $200. It's $1 a package for shipping, which is what? Nothing. So it's better for me to, because I don't do even though I want to, if you don't open the package within an hour from your delivery time, I'm not responsible. But the thing is I don't ever have a customer say, oh, well, dude, the box was on my porch for 6 hours when I got home from work and, they're dead. Well, that's not my fault, so I've never come into that. Everyone that orders, I've never had no one complain. Even when they show up dead, Priscilla didn't even complain. She just said, man, Brian, she's like, they didn't make it. And she showed me them, and you could tell. You can tell when they've been in the heat, like put on a porch, like at a post office, on a back dock, or somewhere that's blistering hot because they show up pink, bloated, and breaking into pieces. That's the sad thing. The boxes are marked live animals. I pay the extra money because they're live with liquids and everything. They know what's in it, and they still do what they do. So I take the loss, but that's part of me, doing what I do. you know, and that's the last thing I want to do is tell everybody, well, you know, but everyone, you know, like Priscilla would repay the shipping, you know, people help me out, you know, so, I mean, if I send you $100 worth of shrimp and the post office screws up, you know, or what have you, or I screw up, you know, they were still really nice enough to help me out with the shipping, so. Chubby Guppy, my crystal red shrimp all disappeared, and I found them in the moss with 2 batches of baby. Yeah, moss is the best, bro. Yeah, up here, my tigers. I had a breeding. I'm kind of working on. I did red tigers with an orange-eyed orange shrimp. Well, I got rid of everything. The mother had orange-eyed orange shrimp had babies. I got rid of everything. So all that's in here are all the F1s. Well, they started getting pregnant, and Dan had me looking there the other day because we found 3 more pregnant. I'm like, yeah, there's none of them had the babies. And then when I was coming today to do the video, there's little babies swimming around in there. So one of them had babies, and there's 3 more that are pregnant. I don't know, but so that'll be the F2, and the F2 hopefully will show me what I'm looking for. Hopefully they'll have orange eyes, and they'll have the red stripes, and they'll have all these cool genetics now, the genes and stuff. But my mosses, that's the biggest thing, is the shrimp disappear, and you know, like, oh, my extreme black King Kongs, I moved them out of the 20 long that was right here where my computer is. And, you know, they were having so many babies. I was like, man, I hope this doesn't screw it up and I have to wait 6 months. Nope. Today I was over there doing a water change. There's little babies crawling around in there. I'm like, yes. So and they've been hiding since I put them in there. Can't even find them. I'm like, where are they at? And I lifted the moss up the other day and I see them. But today they're all swimming around like somebody had a molt and the female's giving off her hormones. Pheromones, whatever, and so they're just flying around. And there's a couple other tanks that was doing it today too. So, but the moss is a big deal because, like, when LRB said rock piles are good. The rock piles help, but I exchanged the rock piles for big, huge moss piles. The rock piles were great, but the rock piles hold a lot of food, you know, and stuff. Anything that falls in there, if there's not a bunch of shrimp hanging out in there, if there's like just one female, then it's not getting all eaten, and, you know, everything just sits in there. It creates like a trash can. But if it goes all over the surface of the, you know, the bottom of the tank, you know, it doesn't seem to be as bad. I don't know. So I don't do the rock piles, but in a couple tanks. I have one here, you know, for looks. Then I have one. Oh, there's a rock pile there. Some of the older tanks that I've had a while. But I don't really do the rock piles anymore for that reason. But I'll do it for looks. Like right in the middle of the tank, I put a rock pile. I just think it looks super cool. You know. And then put a big piece of cholla wood next to it or something. I don't know. It's just, I'm kind of going towards, setting up my tanks too now instead of just throwing stuff in them and then, you know, not caring what it looks like. So I'm kind of like trying to make each one look good too, when before I didn't. You know, I was just like, well, I'm just breeding a shrimp. Well, now I want the tanks to look good too, because like when I had company yesterday, they were really surprised at how the tanks looked, not just by what was in the tank. So looks like they were cooked. Yeah. The pink shrimp. Yeah, it looks like they're cooked. Yeah, and that's what lets me know that. I'm just happy I got live shrimp and Taiwanese newspaper. Yeah, that's funny. Everybody looks at Taiwan paper I sent, but it's the. You know, like when we first got it, when my son first saw it, I showed it to him. He's like, oh my gosh. I was like, what's the chances you're ever going to see a newspaper from Taiwan? So I actually save it. So when I get it, I put it away. And then when I get certain people, because like I didn't know Cichlids 23 has ever seen it before. So I wrapped all his stuff up in Taiwanese, and I did Pumpkin King. Because he's like on his video that he sent me, he videoed himself opening my stuff up. He's like, what in the hell what did he send me? Oh my gosh, where's this? Is this paper from China? He's like, what is this? And he thought that like he got the wrong package or something because it was really funny. Like he lost or like he got the wrong stuff because it was all wrapped in Japanese paper, Chinese paper. So he liked it too. My moss is on top of rock piles. Yeah. Yeah, let the females go down in there and then crawl right out. Yeah, well, let me know however much you want. Put it this way. You just tell me how much you want to spend. I don't know. I sell them for $10 a piece, but, I could just make them bigger pieces if you're going to buy a lot, You know how it is. If you buy a lot, it's cheaper, Wrench. But I have a question. All right, I need to put a question out here for everyone. I don't know here. I don't see Bob anymore, so Bob might have left. Yeah, my viewers went down, so they must have followed Bob on out. But it's cool. Having everybody here was really cool. Dang, I thought I was up to almost up to 30 or what I was. 30 or something. Hopefully I got that many likes. Only got 20 likes out of everybody that was in here. If you haven't hit the thumbs yet, everybody, would you please hit it? If you haven't hit the subscribe button, could you do that also? I'd really appreciate it. The bell notification if you're up for that. Oh, Bob's here. Okay. Well, the viewers went down. I thought maybe you had somewhere to go. I got a question. All right, so I have an archer. I don't know if this is stress due to my super red Severums are now laying eggs in a tank periodically, but the archer got a white spot on his side fin, so it's not a top or the tail or not. He got it was a spot. Like I don't know. Start off like a speck of salt, like what you would kind of see in an issue with ick. But the fish was perfect health. Nothing wrong. Nothing, nowhere, nothing. Well, then one day, I went down there and looked at him. And I thought he had gotten into a fight because I have branches in there. I have large pieces of wood in my 120. And now he has like a puncture, what looks like he caught himself on a branch, and gouged it. So I'm like, oh boy, okay. So I put salt in there because, they like salt anyways. They're brackish fish. So I'm watching. Then that white spot on his fin turns to a hole. Well, his fin's not red. It's not cottony. It's nothing whatsoever. This mark on his side starts to, I don't know, the edging of it kind of gets a little irritated, like it puffed up a little bit, but it didn't turn cottony. It didn't like what a wound would do. So water changed, more salt, and everything was good. Well, then the hole got a little bigger on the fin. So I was talking to my buddy at the fish store, and I told him, I said, well, what kind of medicine do I need? And he's like, here, use this. And he gave me Coopermine. He's like, look, if it's exterior, this will kill it. Well, archers don't like medicine, especially hard medicine, because of their skin. Well, I put this Coopermine in there, and they just loved it. They're just swimming around, having a good old time, everything. It's like whatever's bothering them. So I didn't want to put it in there a bunch because I don't want to hurt them. I didn't want to irritate them or something. So I put it in there and then wait a day or something and put, 120 more drops in there because they say to only use half in fresh water, but the full amount in salt water. So I put 120 drops in a 120 gallon tank. Well, now the hole in the fin is gone. Instead of like this, it went long ways and now has gone all the way out the end of the fin. Now the fin's in two pieces all the way up to his meat. His one fin on his back has like this curve out of it. And that sore on his side is still there, but it doesn't look like it's getting any worse, but it's not getting any better. And I don't know if it could be from stress because the super red sever, male and female, they do go after everybody. Right when she's getting ready to lay eggs, days before, they're on attack mode. But these are archers, But then they lay babies. For some reason, they ate all the eggs this time, and now everyone swims around. They're all super happy. So that's my issue, is I don't know what's causing this or if just salt and water changes will heal it. So I don't know if anyone knows anything about that. Yeah, cuppermine. Yeah. Great for marine ick. Yeah, but it's not ick. Like I said, it just that one spot on his fin, and now it ate the hole all the way through his fin. Can you not quarantine a hospital tank? Yeah, I can put it in a hospital tank, but the thing is no other fish has it except him. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what I could do. The cuppermine that I put in there for, I do it 2 days. I haven't done it for a long period of time, though. Maybe that's it. But if it's just stress, then okay. But the fish isn't sickly. He eats. He looks great other than this fin and the back fin having that curve out of it now. And, the few things he's not showing signs. Slime coat. He's not laying on the bottom. Nothing. But all three kind of hide and cower when the super red severums are getting ready to have babies. I don't know why. They literally won't swim at top no more. They go to the bottom, they hide and run. They run. It's like if they're up here, they're too afraid that the severums can just come up and nail them. Because my male's huge, but still they're archers. I didn't think archers were really afraid of anything, so. Yeah, they laid the eggs, and what was it, Saturday? Friday or Saturday, they laid the eggs. But the female kept going over there and sticking her tube out. And so I told my wife, I said, look, they laid it on the pleco cave. I said, look, I'm going to reach in there and pull it out. I got the tank set up right over there. I set it up. I said, look, I'm going to hurry up, set this tank up. I'm going to go start my live stream. I'll stay on it for maybe an hour or two. I said, then I'll get off. And by that time, if she hasn't laid any more, I'm taking it out. So I started my live stream. I was sitting here for about 20 minutes. My wife came down, looked. I don't know what happened, but they went over there and ate all the eggs. They ate them all. The ones she just laid hours before, they ate them all. But the batch before, they didn't eat any at all. I got them all in the tank. So I'm raising those right now. And I was hoping we'd have another batch. That's why I set that 5-gallon up to put them in there and watch them hatch again. But Toronto Aquatics, what's happening? How are the DancingMans coming along? They're coming along good. They're all in there still. They're still just like the Dragon Blood Blues were for quite a while. They're hanging in the moss, and they're eating mostly the bacteria and everything that grows, the biofilm. Yeah, they're just hanging in there. They're munching on that. I put food in there. They do come out a little bit, but they're mostly in the moss, just munching away. And I don't know. It just seems like the more expensive shrimp that I get, they're kind of like that. They don't like to come out and eat big chunks of food. They like to hang out in the moss for a long time before they're ready to come. When they're ready to come out and eat, than they do. But it's like the travel, the shipment shakes them up a little bit. So, but yeah, they're doing really good. Madfish Diva, what's up? How are you, sister? But yeah, so I didn't get I didn't get any eggs this time. I mean, I got the malachite blue. I got everything. I got 2 filters, but look, it gives me time to really set it up. And this time I won't take it down because last time I took it down after the babies hatched. And plus it gives me a hospital tank if I need a hospital tank, but it is what it is. Again, I didn't think I should have moved quicker. But Brian, where can I find your shrimp on your Facebook page? There or on Instagram. All the pictures of all my shrimp are on Instagram. Just look up Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, and they're all priced. But on my Facebook, it should be right on there in my photos or in the post. Go in post where I post the pictures, and I post all the pictures of the shrimp. You should be able to touch on it, and then underneath it'll like say what it is, and it says the price. Toronto Aquatics, I just stopped by to say hi. Gotta get going. I have some stuff to keep it real, everyone. Hey, thank you so much. If you could hit the thumbs up before you take off on your way out, it'd be greatly appreciated. Cheryl Evans, welcome, welcome, welcome. Boy, I haven't seen you in about 3 moons. Nah, maybe 2 moons. Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Hope everything's been okay. Oh, do I sell Cholawood? No. But here's the thing. If you guys want Cholawood, I can get Cholawood. I mean, I can go down the street to my fish store. I don't know. The store down the street from me is not bad. They're like, I don't know, $3-4 for a 6-inch piece. I got it, but like my buddy's store, he like buys like I don't know, like the bottom where all the branches come out, because they just cut Cholawood up. So, but he buys the big pieces, so I go get it and then I bring it home and take my Sawzall and start chopping it all up, and that's how I get all these big pieces. And but it depends where you go. But I mean, you can order it online, but a lot of people are just selling 3-inchers for what I can get for a 6-incher. Hey, you can't hate somebody's hustle, but if you can get it a little cheaper, or I mean larger pieces for the same amount, then But like I said, it's when times are tough. You kind of got to get it where you can get it, and that's like my leaves that are coming in. I mean, this is like going to be 2 months if they come in on time. So they should be here this coming week from now the Netherlands via Germany that cannot send a U.S. anymore. Okay. Well, at least you're sending my leaves, but Germany I trust. I've been ordering products from Germany for a long time now because I ordered them and I could trust them. I'm not saying you can't trust anyone else, but, I mean, I don't know any big names in the business of Indian almond leaves. So all the people in Germany that I see that breed shrimp, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Let me give it a try. So I ordered the first box and it was incredible because they don't like package it up and like stack them up and put, it's like somebody goes out with a rake, rakes up a huge pile of leaves. They throw it all in. This is no joke. Throw it all in a box. I mean, they're all flat. And then they shove it down, close it up tape it, put a sticker on it, mail it out. Okay. So they supposedly weigh it, but I don't know. It come with a lot. So I ordered two batches of them, and they said that now it's all cut. Both orders are coming in one box, so we'll see. We'll see if they're like made up any for how long I've been waiting since. Probably not, but so I'll have the Indian almond leaves here soon. You hit the thumbs up. It's blue now. Well, thank you, Toronto Aquatics. I really, really appreciate it, brother. Hey, every thumbs up helps. You know, so for all the, you know, I get a lot of watch time, and that's a big thing. That's why I'm going to start to try to go back to my DIY stuff, show you how to do stuff around the room, because, you know, coming on here and talking for 6 hours, I mean, I love it. But the thing is I'm not showing you guys nothing, and doing it while, I mean, like yesterday I was doing the lights and stuff, that's fine, but I'd rather post more too. And then like come on here and just kick it and, you know, answer questions and all this and that. So I get oak leaves from Germany. Yeah, I have to find some oak leaves, yeah. Thanks. Just sleep upside down as usual. Hey, Cheryl, you want to hear a funny joke? When we were younger, there was a lot of the guys we hung out with played in rock and roll bands. So figure in late 80s, early 90s. So it was, you know, big hair bands. So, you know, it was a big deal back then because bands were really getting signed, and you know. So anyways, there's this one guy, I think he played bass guitar, bass or lead guitar, one of the two, I can't remember. But we hung out with the guy, and he had really long hair. We all had really long hair. I was never a band guy. I worked for the bands, so that was my thing. You know, I like to build stuff. But anyway. You know, the girls all like this dude. So, like, we go to the mall and stuff. You know, that was a big thing when we were growing up, hanging out at the mall. Because, see, like, our mall had a big video game place. You go play video games, pinball, and this, that. And it was, like, huge places to hang out. You know, it was because they knew if they catered to the younger, you know, teenagers and stuff, that was a lot of money that we'd go to the mall and spend. So, we used to go there all the time. The girls would always ask him, oh my gosh, what do you do to your hair? They always wanted to touch his hair. They said, how do you get your hair to grow? And he said that his grandmother used to make a special paste to put in his hair, and he would hang from the rafters upside down, and they would tie weights to it, and it would make it grow out of his head faster. And they'd be like, no way. So, yeah. They thought that he tied weights to his hair and hung upside down like a bat. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. Yeah, it was just silly things like that when we were younger, you know. But, you know, you feel bad, too, because, like, the kids don't even have that stuff anymore. I mean, there's not even video game places anymore. The kids can't even go, like, to the mall. I mean, when I was a kid, you go to the party store, and it was packed full of video games. Because a buddy of mine used to bartend at one of the bars I worked at, and he owned like all the pool tables at all the clubs, the dart boards, and the cigarette machines. He owned them all, put them in there, and the owners of the bar would get a percentage. But in the party stores, it was the same thing. You know, so these people owned all this stuff, and they put it in these stores, and the store owners would get a percentage. So all of us kids could go up there. We'd buy a bazillion pops, um, cigarettes that we weren't supposed to be smoking, and it gave us something to do, ride, not smoking, but that was bad. But riding our bikes, hang out, go return bottles, go to the Dairy Queen, get a 10-cent ice cream, then shoot to the party store and go play some pinball. So whatever was up there, track and field or whatever. But it was, you had a thing to do, then go play baseball or go swimming in the park or, whatever. Kids don't have nothing these days. Where's a kid go? Over his buddies? Okay, go to the park. There's no parks with pools. Okay, you go there and play on a slide, but there's nothing really anymore catering to kids to go have a good time anymore. Except Cedar Point or something, but you can't ride your bicycle at Cedar Point. So we have a few in the cinemas. We had arcades, played pinball. Yeah, arcades, man. Pinball was it, boy. Woo! I miss those days. Yeah, it was, but that's the thing is why times changed so much to where video games, became obsolete. I don't understand. Did everyone become so lazy to where they don't want to stand up and play a game anymore? I think what happened is the tech, of a game, it just became so interesting. I mean, to play those fighting games and all this and that compared to like Mike Tyson knockout or track and field, you got to hit these buttons real fast when you can just sit there and do this at home, and play with friends and all this and that. But it's like, where did the pinball, pinball wizard? I mean, all iPads and iPhones. Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, look, Cheryl Evans loved pinball. So she's touched a part on her childhood that she loved. So something that meant so much to her is gone. And why? That's what I'm saying. The time changed just to where a pinball machine disappears. Now they're sitting in barns and stuff getting dusty and broken. When that was the coolest thing in the world to hear a pinball slam up, hit the glass, and you think it's going to bust because you hit it so hard. Wham! Jimmy that thing just to where you was on tilt. But it's gone. So yeah, the thing is I feel for kids these days because they'll never have that experience. And as minute and lame as it may sound, for a kid to be able to smack a pinball like that and shoot a ball and bang that thing around and they hear them bumpers just going nuts. That's something that at least kids should always be able to experience. Hey, if it's not around for teenagers and adults anymore, fine. But kids, they need to be able to play a game like that. A human game that doesn't suck your brain away like the internet and stuff, But I don't know. Maybe somebody should think about that in the future of reopening something like that, for kids to, up to a certain age. Like you can't come in, if you're over 15, 16 years old. It's for kids, so let's say between 5 and 16. I mean, it's kind of like, well, you can go to, what's that restaurant we go to? Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's is sweet, but still they don't have like old pinballs and all stuff like that. They have newer games, but still they got something, but it's still not, we are used to being hyped up. Oh, yeah. Foosball. Oh, yeah. Go up to the pool halls. Look, a place that had all pool tables in it. Packed full of pool. I got one down around the corner still. It's called Cushion and Q. Oh, I think they changed the name of it. But still, all the pool halls are shut down from when I was a kid. I mean, we had Sharkies. We had every big, huge. They'd have 30 pool tables in it. Bar, pool tables, you named it. And then you go to just a pool like The Color of Money with Tom Cruise. You could go really we had, it was called Rainwaters. I don't know, maybe that was the guy's last name. But you went in there and he still had the wire going across where you kept score like that, had the big chalk stuff, and then had foosball in the back. They didn't have darts and stuff. They had pool tables and foosball, old school stuff. And then that place ended up closing up when I started getting older, and they turned it into a vacuum store, and now they sell vacuums there. I don't know. Joe Coffey, there he is. Geez, I just walked in to find you guys talking about my van. Shit. Yeah, kids don't even want to go out. Mine doesn't. Yeah, mine. We're going to the lake tomorrow, so it's gonna be a big day. Street Fighter. There you go. What? I mean, what was that game? What was it? PlayStation or came out a while ago, and it was it Street Fighter? No, it wasn't Street Fighter. Where you had a finishing move, but the guy could grab him, rip his head out, and have his spine, and it was dripping blood. And then they took that one off the market. You can't buy it no more because it was so graphic. But my brother's friend's son, he was like 5, 6 years old. He would attack you with like weapons because his dad let him play this game. He was the kid didn't know. He was all messed up. But, oh yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, they have Dave & Buster's, the arcade, and Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, they still have Chuck E. Cheese here, but still, I don't even think you can go in there and play pinball. There's no pinball. Because I think why? Because the whole top bit's glass. And they're afraid somebody's going to fall through it, bust through it, and hurt themselves and get sued. See, back in the day, no one cared about getting sued. There wasn't any worries about that. You bust the top of the glass, you're like, oh my gosh, freak out and probably run, and then the guy had to call the guy who owned the pinball to come in and put new glass in. But, these days, somebody breaks the glass, they're going to frickin', say I'm suing. The glass broke while I was playing. People, it's a watch your back kind of world now these days. When we were kids, no one cared about nothing. I mean, it wasn't that we weren't, everyone knows that's my age. We weren't disrespectful, but we didn't have to worry about someone wanting to press charges if an accident happened. It wasn't like that in the times that we grew up. Everyone was really laid back. Today, it's like, there's 90-some people on the TV that say, call us, we'll sue and win for you. So it all comes down to, the money thing. But, yeah, I miss the old days. I really do. That's why I try to instill so much into my kids about the old days. And, like we collect knives, just coins, paper money from different countries, all the stuff that I like to do when I was a kid. My kid destroys stuff, takes it apart to see what's inside of it. He's using his brain. He has an iPad. He has 2 iPads. He's got the big the Samsung pad's mine, but he's got a computer. I want him to be way smarter than I was, or that I am on this stuff, because, I'm not that savvy. But I want him to have what I don't have, but I don't want him to not experience what I experienced and what my wife experienced, when we were younger. So hot rods, fast cars, all that good stuff. So it's just, Fago Cola, you know what I'm saying? All sorts of stuff like that. Shinobi Shadow Dancer with the dog. See? Mortal Kombat. That's what it was, James. Yes, sir. Mortal Kombat. Yeah. It would say, finish him. And then you go over there and do whatever. But it was graphic. When that game came out, holy heck. That's all everybody talked about. It ripped his spine out and it's bleeding. I saw that. I was like, wow, that's cool. But then I saw little kids play. I was like, whoa. But it's like now, Luke doesn't watch a bunch of crap, but he watches stuff for kids, and the kids that are on there, well, they're teenagers and maybe a little older, and talking on there is they have a lot of swear words on there all the time because he watches in his room with his door closed. We know what he's watching, but you sit there and watch him for 20 minutes and everything's fine. But then you go to another kid that's playing a game, screaming on there, and he's cussing. So you can't watch every single show. But, I get, when I was a kid, it was, we don't swear around our kids. I don't spank my children. We don't swear. When we smoked, we don't smoke around our kids. I mean, I don't want to kill my child just because I choose to kill myself. We didn't do nothing, so, it's just, I wanted to change, the old ways. I was spanked. My parents were spanked. When I was younger, everybody smoked, everybody drank. And when you grow up, you think it's all right because, hey, that's my favorite uncle. He smokes and he drinks this certain colored booze, and so, I mean, it didn't, have an influence on any of us, but we all drank when we were younger and we smoked cigarettes and all that stuff. It's just I want to see if I can change that, have the outcome positive, so my other two boys don't smoke. My oldest in the Army drinks every once in a blue moon. He's married, he's still in the Army. My middle son doesn't drink, so I think he drank once and got sick, but I just think it's, like I said, it's just us trying to see if the outcome's different. Now, when all the kids are older, and we can't feel bad about like a bad influence, then, oh, believe me, when I hit 50 some, maybe 60 years old, I'm sorry, but if I want to start smoking again, I'm going to smoke. It's just how it is. Because now I don't have to feel bad about it. A little kid running around going, Dad, don't smoke no more. I don't want you to die. Okay, well, when I'm almost 70 or something, I know I'm going to be dying. I'm not going to go, no, I don't want to smoke because I want to save the 6 months. No, I'm going to crack a bottle and smoke a cigarette. I'll tell you that. But, yeah, it's just trying to switch things up, see if anything changes. But, yeah, the video games, God, it was, when I was 12 years old, I was fishing on my boat. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Fishing. See, we live in the city, and even though I grew up in the city, we had a place to go. I grew up in the mountains. Well, now that's all gone because you got to figure, I'm almost 50. So when I was going, my grandmother, she was, when she passed away in 2001, she was 90. So, so there's everyone that was there is dead. So now I have cousins there that are now my age, but like my house is gone, restaurant's gone, everything that's there, there's only a few houses. I still have family there, but it's not like it used to be. I can't say, hey, or just go there and stay at my grandma's house, and all the rooms are ours and, the whole house is ours. So, things are a little different. So what I want to do is I got to find a place that, we can take the kids for the rest of our lives, as a summer thing, but yeah, tomorrow's the lake. We're going to the lake, fishing, swimming, private beach, so tomorrow's going to be a big day. Loved Excite Bike. Yeah. Found some funny old pics of me racing out at Moffett Field, LOL, orange, red. Oh, you got a red line? Man, I so bad want to get Luke a BMX from the 80s. I look. I need a California Mongoose or a red line or a Diamondback or, something. I want so bad to get them nickel plated, with mags. A layback seat, GT handlebars. Look, I know it all. But it's like you find them and, you know, I don't know if it's the people don't really realize what they have, and you know, it's kind of like fool's gold. They think they have gold, and they're asking the price of gold when it's just really fool's gold, you know, and it's not worth as much. It has a value, but you know, it's not worth, you know, $1,000 or $1,500. But you know, so I don't message them. You know, I just figure one day someone's gonna go to their home and they're going to see their grandmother has this bike and they're going to sell it at a price that I can afford. But Luke's never even ridden a bicycle, so he's 8 years old. He rides the scooters. You know, I got him scooters with, you know, the expensive bearings in them and stuff. He doesn't even care to ride a bicycle. You know, but I want to get it for him because I think, you know, he'll want to ride one so he can ride to his friends' houses. But Chilios, Chilios. Spider bikes. There you go. Schwinn Predator. Yes, sir. I had a black and red line. See, that's what I'm saying. And nobody has these things anymore. There was a guy that had it on Facebook probably a month ago, 2 months ago. He said, it said free. So I went on there and I was like, man, this guy's giving, I think, it was a red line. Or wait. It was a Mongoose. I can't remember. It was a classic. It had all the pads, had the nut pad, the bar pad, handlebar, had every pad. Man, was it nice. The guy's like, look, you know, I rode this my racing years, blah, 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 blah. It's been stored in my house ever since. I just wanted to show everybody and always remind you to be free. But I thought he was giving it away. But I was like, wow, that is sweet. You know, bringing back those memories, but no one has them anymore. You know, and it's like, if he doesn't ride a bicycle, how does he get to the hostess shop on deal day? And we don't have any of that. Had a GT Mongoose, yeah. Well, the California Mongoose, there was different when I was younger, Miles. There was two bikes. You had a Mongoose and you had a California Mongoose. The California Mongoose was the upper echelon of the two. And what that was is there was a plate where your top bar and your bottom bar came. There was a plate, and it had a circle in it. So that's how you always knew if it was a regular mongoose or if it was a California mongoose. It has the plate. Like the Diamondbacks from the 80s. They have a plate, and there's a diamond cut in it. That's what I'm saying. And then red lines, they didn't have no plate. They were just a cat's ass. They were just red tires, red chain, red grips, red pads with like yellow or black. Ugh, they're just sweet. Sweet. My buddy had a Skyway made the sweet mag rims. Yeah, he snapped it in half, jumping a ditch. We used to jump, and my buddy had his red line and jumped, and he didn't have three-piece. He had a regular crank set, and when he came down, bam, he snapped the crank right off, and that seat nailed him right in the meat and taters. Boy, woo! He was down for a minute, man. We thought he swallowed his tongue or something. Had his nuts up in his throat. He snapped that, and then he went and put a three-piece on it. Put playing cards in the spokes. Yep. But you can ride your bike with no handlebars. Oh, but can you ride your bike? Well, yeah, I can ride my bike all day with not touching the handlebars. Now you're saying take it out. I don't need to touch the handlebars to ride a bicycle. Now a unicycle, I've never been able. My dad got me one of them at a garage sale. I could never ride that sucker. Now you can get a mongoose. But they're the company in China bought them. They're garbage. Everything at Walmart's garbage because it's all from China. It's not that China's bad. It's just they don't make products like they do. USA made bike is made way different. They don't have the welds, the quality, everything. It was made with high quality parts. That's why when you're a kid, you know, bicycles cost a lot of money back then. When today, if you went to, you know, to get one of the bikes from back then, if you paid the price back then now, I mean, it'd be like $5, you know, because what, 250, 3, 4, $500 for a bike compared to today? You go to a bicycle shop today and go in there, and they got bicycles in there. You can flip it one hand for a kid, a 20-ounce bike or a 20-inch bike made out of, you know, lighter than aluminum. Everything's aluminum, you know. I've seen them at pawn shops for like $600-800. I'm like, what is this? And it's like you can just spin it on your finger, you know. But those are nice, you know. But me, if I sat on it, probably bend. It wouldn't break. It just go like a warm bar of butter. Shit. My second bike ever was a Murray, white mag wheels and weird orange. Yeah. Hey, it didn't matter back then. The bikes were all made with toughness in mind, you know. You could ride that thing, hop off, and slam it to a wall, and it wouldn't even bend nothing. I started on a banana seat with big handlebars. Hell yeah, ape hangers, baby. That was cool. Mike loved that old Murray. No lie, cried the day it busted, but Dad sleeved and welded it. Bro was doing 60, had mag rims, disc brakes, 4-foot pipe, high compression, had port work, stage 3 performance, stage whatever. Rally chopper, yeah. I used to have a Rally 10-speed. Yeah. Rally was an expensive brand bike. It was expensive, but my schedule was always changing from day to day. I never lost anywhere. Someone stole my Murray. DMC had a sick little Schlinn with a banana seat. Yeah, bad decision to try and bunny hop a curb at 30 downhill. Another trip to the ER. Sorry, Mom. See, that's a good card. Good I love you card or I'm sorry card. Till I rode the wrong way, got them blue and red lights and a loud sound pullover. Yep. Hey, bicycles were the best, man. It's just, you know, all this stuff, it just disappears, you know. It's 70s bikes, first bike I ever went on. Yeah. That, you know, and since I grew up in the mountains of Pennsylvania, I grew up, you know, riding dirt bikes, tri-rods, which was a 3-wheeler, but it was really big, like really wide, and the back had the big balloon knobby tires on, but real wide, and then it went one tire in the front and had like big ape hangers, but pulled way down, and you could fit like 2 people. It was a big fiberglass bucket. They called it a tri-rod. The only place I knew that they sold them, well, the only place I ever saw them was Pennsylvania. So we'd be up literally driving through the 2-track that, you know, the gas line and the coal people, you know, made through there, just flying, with those big, huge, knobby tires. And that was the whip. And then just ride dirt bikes all day down back roads, full bore, just as fast as you could go. Cop, no such thing. One cop in town, and you're 8 miles from town. As fast as you want to go. Only thing you had to worry about was a turtle crossing the road, you know, some kind of animal in the road, a bug going down your throat, and you'd cough and hack and hitting you in the eyeball or something. Well, back then we wore helmets, but a lot of times, you know, they're the old ones that had the clip-on mask going around, you know, the red sparkly ones, and, you know, it was crazy. I've gotten injuries before with no hospital all the time. I can name every scar I have, kind of like my tattoo. There you go. Yeah, the lads did that. I hope you put cards in your spokes for optimal sound. Oh, yeah. Make some tourist Western flyer head. That sucker before he had me. Ripped my chin open on that one. First little dirt bike Honda XR75 with a header. I was king at 8 years old. Yup. Telling you. Lurking to feed dogs, catfish, and lizards. All right. Had the plastic reflectors. Yup. Slid up and down your spokes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. The reflectors were cool. I mean, if you liked reflectors, it was cool. But the minute you went and changed, when you changed your pedals from stock pedals and put like bear claws or something on, they had to get rid of all the reflectors. They weren't cool no more. It was uncouth. So you had to take those off, put on the sweet ones, and then all the reflectors came off. You know, you take the one off by the back brake, by the front, and the ones on the rims, especially if you had mags, because the minute you got new pedals, it was over. It was over. Get a layback seat. You're leaning like this, sitting way back. You see the kids nowadays, they got that seat all the way slammed all the way down, and it's tilted up like this. And why is the sprocket this big around? Our sprockets were this big around. The kids nowadays have a 3-inch sprocket, 2-inch sprocket. I don't understand. Is that like, and then the seat's so low when they ride it, their chins or their knees are hitting themselves in the chin. You know, their seats are so far down. It's like, why would you ride a bicycle like that? I don't understand that style. It's like, holy crap. If it's like how the Chinese poop, you know, they squat and poop in a little hole in the ground. That's like what you're doing. You're squatting and pedaling a bicycle and hitting your knees on your chin. I don't understand it. It's really weird. Joe Coffee at DMC Productions, no chair guard plus MC Hammer pants and crash waiting to happen. Oh yeah. MC Hammer pants. Yep, moon boots. Yeah, parachute pants. That's what we had. Parachute pants and moon boots. And one day I got mad and I punched a picture thinking the glass was plastic. Wasn't plastic at all. Cut really badly. The bone got a homemade cast. Worked great. Healed fine. Neosport is the key to it all. I thought you were going to say like Don Q or something. Pour it right on in there. Hurts like a son of a bitch, but there was no infection. Oh, shoot. That was hilarious. Dude, right on. Had the zippers in the side. Yeah. Oh, man. Radical. Yeah. Parachute pants. What? Yeah. Peg the pants so they didn't. Yeah. Hey, you bend it over. You bunch it up. You fold it over, and then you roll it up. Yeah. That's how we used to do it. Yeah. Call it pegging them. Yeah. So they didn't get caught in the chain or chain guard. Yep, because you get your pants in there. And, oh, my God. Or get your shoelace in your chain. Then it'd be all greasy. And your shoes were so perfect that you show up and people look down at your laces. They're like, they know exactly. You weren't even cool anymore. Then you go home and you're washing your laces to get the grease off of it and stuff. You're like, dang. Man, they know my lace got caught in my chain. Crap. Or you're like, you can't get it out. And so you got to take your shoe off, lean the bike over, take your shoe off, and then you're pedaling the bike and holding the shoe and rolling it around to get the shoe out. Oh, it is. Hey, all right, here we go. Converse Chuck roll downs, man. I'm going to the closet. Hey, everyone. Hope all is well, Brian. Why didn't you tell me he was live? Because I'm live. I didn't have time to punt today. All right, here I'm gonna hit you guys with the last one. Shagging. Does anybody know what shagging is? This is the last one. I gotta have an early night tonight. We gotta go early. We gotta get to bed early because we're going to Lake Private Beach tomorrow, baby. I'm gonna be trying to catch some bass. So come on, last one, shagging. I can't get away with anything tonight. You guys know everything I brought up. Everything, which is super cool because Hey, reminiscing is really, really cool. Creates severe happiness within this and in here. It's other than my wife, I mean my brother and stuff, but how many people do you really talk to that uh know all this stuff? Does no one know what shagging is? And it's not going on a date or nothing like that. DMC? Nobody's popping in. Yeah, I know when you were writing me on messengers because I was live. That's why I was like trying not to waste too much time away from this and typing, but I didn't want to disrespect you and not type you. Scooby Snacks? No, shagging. It was in the wintertime when you'd be walking around with your boys on the streets, on the side streets and stuff, like where you lived, and it was in the winter when the streets were covered in snow, and you'd be walking around all super bundled up and stuff, and like cars would start coming by real slow. You'd stick your hands out like this and bounce them like this and look at them, and they would hit their brakes and they'd come to stop, and then you'd run up behind their car. You'd crouch down and grab underneath their bumper like this and tap the car, and then they'd take off. They'd floor it. You'd hold on, and you would slide on your feet while you were sitting on the heels of your feet. So you're like in a ball, and you'd just be flying. And then you'd let go, whoosh, and then you just roll all over and stuff. That was called shagging. You guys, nobody ever did that? Bird Watson. Pretty sure I do. But that's what we used to do in the wintertime, go shagging. I remember I was wearing a brand new pair of Jordache. I know you guys know what Jordache is. And at the time I had peaked out and I started to slow down my growing. So, oh yeah, LOL, my eldest and his crew used to do it. Right. But my mother bought me brand new Jordache, and I thought it was super cool when I was out. But I had like a pair of long johns on under them, so me and my buddy went shagging. Well, sometimes it didn't matter. I mean, you're sliding on the snow, so you could just sit on your butt. I mean, the car's going. They know you're back there. They want to give you a good ride, so they're going. They're probably going, 25, 30 miles an hour, and so you're just sitting on the snow going like this. Well, what happened was there was the winter was was starting to melt. So we were trying to get our last days of shagging, and we started to hit some dry patches in the asphalt. So I'm going there, then back on snow, then back on snow, and it happened like 4 times. And when I got up, I had 2 butt cheek holes through my brand new Jordache, tore right through the jeans. And all that was there was the long johns. So when I came to my house, I had to walk sideways, go in the bathroom, take them off really quick, put shorts on, roll them up, throw them away in the trash. And she ended up finding them. Didn't tell me till a couple years later that she found them in the trash with big holes in the butt. She's like, how'd that happen? I was like, I was shagging. And hit a bunch of dry patches and tore holes in my butt. Riding big wheel down icy hills, no control. Yeah. How cool was that? I shagged my underwear. Oh, hell no, my parents didn't buy me shoes like that. I was snagging all night. Oh, not enough snow here. Yeah, dude, I tried that once and butthole put it in reverse. Oh shit, that is funny. Butthole put it in reverse. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Yeah, big wheels were the best. Yeah, big wheels were the best. Had a buddy that broke both arms playing mailbox. Oh yeah, mailbox baseball out of the side of a VW bus. Wow, just say he tumbled across the street. Yeah, hey, a lot of dudes, because they knew that the kids were coming through the neighborhoods doing that. Some of my buddies, it was bad. They would unmount a mailbox and just sit it on the wooden stand. And then they would run a string from that mailbox all the way across the street to another mailbox that was mounted. So when somebody would come down, ooh, they'd hit that string, and that mailbox would just wham, pow, hit the side of their vehicles they went by. Man, they used to do some scantless shit when I was younger, but it was crazy. What is it? Oh, my butt's starting to get sore. We mobbed like that on our skateboards behind a buddy. Yeah, so you did it on skateboards. We just did it in the wintertime. Yeah, skateboards behind a buddy's car, or said buddy's dad's car. Yeah. That was however you did it. It was, we just called it shagging. Yeah. Remember shagging in '86? Gleaming the Cube. I used to hang on the ice cream truck with the ripstick. Didn't even know I was there. Ended up 10 blocks from home and spotted. Got off, ran a person, saw me, and gave me a ride back home going like 30. Yeah. Shag changed my life. Still can't talk right. All right, Jeffrey. Good night. Yeah, I'm gonna be cutting it off here now too. Like I said, we're going to the lake tomorrow, so I gotta call it an early night. I got a lift part way home once, and I'm hooked for. Oh my gosh. Cheryl, please explain. My favorite was playing in Johnny Pumps. I don't know Johnny Pumps. Anyone did the brown paper bag of fire with some smelly poop? Yeah. We'll throw it in there. Yeah, we did that. Don't Google shagging. Yeah, I'm sure it's way different now today. I was like 17 at the time. Gotta go do things. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks, Muppet929. Yeah, I'm getting out of here too. We didn't have snow here. So hey, hit the thumbs up if you would, please. But yeah, hey, why don't we just end it on a good note? We're at 2 hours, 22 minutes, 42 seconds. That's a lot of twos, so that's a good idea. So, but yes, we are actually doing the first thing of the year tomorrow. We haven't been anywhere so far, do the stuff. So now that it's a little lightened up and we're allowed to go places, yeah, I'm taking Luke to the lake tomorrow. We're going to go swim all day, fish, do all sorts of stuff. So we are invited to a private lake, and that's the cool part. It's a private lake, and there ain't going to be nobody close to us bothering us. So it's going to be a good time. Party after a gig. DMC decided I needed to leave. No said, Cheryl. Respect. No more beer left. Nope. Thanks, Brian. Hey, thanks for showing up, Bob. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll enjoy your day tomorrow, Brian. Thank you much. Thank you, DMC, for modding for me tonight. And like always, see that my water's running too. I gotta shut it off. But yep, thank you to I believe DMC was all alone tonight. Fish Tropics Fishing. He messaged me. So thank you so much, brother, for helping me out. Everyone else in the stream tonight, thank you so much. You guys have a great night. Have a blessed night. And I am so happy that everybody showed up tonight and hung out, laughed with me, and had a good time. It meant a lot. Sorry to everybody. You guys have a great night. And be safe. And be cool. Stay shrimpy. All right.